Today I'll be reviewing the timeless classic Think and Grow Rich by Napoleon Hill. The book starts with a story of Edwin Barnes who thought his way to a partnership with Thomas Edison. He believed in his mind he was gonna partner with Thomas Edison. So what he did, he got on a train to work for Thomas Edison. And what he did once he got there, he had some small menial jobs that he had to do, but he just was waiting for the right opportunity to start working for Thomas Edison. The right opportunity came from when nobody wanted to sell his dictating machine, but Thomas Edison had a lot of interest in it. So Edwin Barnes actually figured out a way to start selling it, and he made big profits. And from there, a partnership was born, and now he was working with Thomas Edison, and the desire came to fruition. Another story that Think and Grow Rich has is of R.U. Darby. It's his 3 feet from gold. He actually found gold and then he went back to go mining. He got some money together from friends and families, got some machines, and what he did was that he went back to where he found the gold and he started digging, but then he couldn't find any more gold. And then he thought that he lost all the gold and everything was in ruins. So what he ended up doing was selling it to a junk man, and the junk man got a miner to research and figure out the fault lines, and then he figured out it was only 3 feet from it, and he was only 3 feet from gold, and he actually the junk man became rich just off of the gold that he found, just because R.U. Darby couldn't figure out that he was only 3 feet from gold. So that was a lesson in the beginning. The 13 principles that I found in Think and Grow Rich are desire, faith, autosuggestion, specialized knowledge, imagination, organized planning, decision, persistence, power of the mastermind, the mystery of sex transmutation, the subconscious mind, the brain, and the sixth sense. The first principle in this book, Think and Grow Rich, is desire. Napoleon Hill has a story of desire, and it starts out with his son. His son came out of the womb with no ears. So, with that being said, everybody thought that he would never be able to hear, but Napoleon Hill had other thoughts from it. He had a desire, so he always would do everything that he can to help his son hear. But then he also was getting as much machines as he can, but he was always having the desire and knew that he was going to get it. One day a machine came in, he started playing with it. He was very reluctant at first, but he started playing with it, and then he started hearing, and that was the first time he got to hear, and he was actually astonished. But Napoleon Hill wasn't surprised at all. He knew the desire for hearing was always there. The next principle in Think and Grow Rich is faith. Faith is believing in your mind that you already have it. The next principle is autosuggestion. And with autosuggestion, you're putting in your mind what you want to get. So, for example, if you want to get 50,000, 100,000 in money, you would put it in your mind that's what you want to do. Then you would read the instructions and set the goal for that. And once you put it in your mind, you read it morning, noon, and night, and that's what you're going to do to help you get that autosuggestion and get that in your brain, the goal that you need to get to. The rest of the 10 principles you can read in the book, and this is actually a very good book. I would recommend this to everyone. This is a book that is required reading once a year at least, so that you can get the knowledge needed to take it to the next level. And understand, the book title talks about Think and Grow Rich, but it's not only about money. It talks about growing rich every way, health-wise, spirituality-wise, in your friendships, everything. So, of course, this book gives you practical steps on everything you need to do to accumulate whatever you want. My book review on this book, Think and Grow Rich, it was an easy read. I read it in 1 week while going on the train back and forth. I got the information that I needed from it. It wasn't too hard. The language wasn't too hard. The stories were very relatable, and the only thing was the money was a little different back then, but you can still relate to it and understand it. So I recommend this book to everyone. I recommend this as required reading for everyone at least once a year. and make sure that you take copious notes as well. Make sure you pick up this book at your local bookstore, or you can pick it up at Amazon for under $10. This is the version with Steve Harvey, but there's other versions of it as well. And there's also a black choice, which I'll be reviewing later with Dennis Kimbrough on it. So I would say get this book, Think and Grow Rich by Napoleon Hill, and get yourself to the next level. In 2025, I'm doing a challenge, 52 books in 52 weeks. This is actually book 5. So please watch me on the journey. I'll be doing book reviews. You can follow me on Facebook, David Pharel. You can also follow me on Instagram, David Motivator. And you can find all my social media at davidpharel.com and davidmotivator.com. So good day, and I'll see you again.